What's going on, everyone? We got to do a real quick breakdown here on Baby Doge and the prices. We're also going to look at Bitcoin because we have a lot of interesting stuff going on here inside of the market right now. So we're going to go over that because I've been noticing some stuff with Baby Doge and the prices, and it's been dropping recently. And something that I mentioned happening is actually happening now. So we're going to talk about that. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. But let's get straight to it. So let's talk about this. Right now, we are at 8Z213 right now with the Baby Doge. Now, that's fairly decent, 8Z213. The reason why I really wanted to bring up this whole topic with Baby Doge today is because I mentioned something in a previous video. I was like, look, Baby Doge keeps dropping every single time it pumps. I'm going to get out of it. I can't keep watching it go up and then down and up and down, but never holding a solid price and a solid foundation. And it kind of looks like what I talked about happening is actually happening again. It's not holding the solid foundation that we just now built. It's dropping all over again. Now, I'm not saying I'm just going to get out of Baby Doge right now because I'm just watching it right now. Right now, I'm watching the prices. And what we see right now with the prices, it kind of looks like that's what's about to happen. But it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to happen like that. But that's how it's looking like right now. So if we look at what Baby Doge has done in the past, it's pumped and then it's dumped right back to the original prices, pumped, dumped right back down to the original prices, pumped, dumped right back down to the original prices, pumped again, right back down to the original prices. And now the last pump that we just now seen here with Baby Doge, we're seeing that we're kind of pulling back down. So if we get anywhere around 8Z10, 8Z12, 8Z14, that's pretty much going to be Baby Doge going back down to the original prices. We have to stay above 8Z2 right now. Now, obviously, we might go a little bit below it because if you look over here at the prices for Baby Doge, it looks like the bottom of our momentum wave bands is right down here at about 8Z15. If we pull back to 8Z15, this looks like very good support for us. And that's actually exactly where we were when we took off down here. So if we pull back down to 8Z15, we're probably going to have a recovery phase. So if we pull all the way back down to the momentum wave band here for the chart prime automated trade indicators, link in the description for that if you want to check that out. But if we pull back down to the momentum wave bands here, we actually might have some growth coming back in, and it might give us enough growth to get past this support or this resistance right here for our Fibonacci retracement at 8Z2300. So that's what we need to get past. Now, I mentioned Bitcoin too because I was like, Baby Doge is doing this, but Bitcoin is doing the exact same thing. So that's why I'm saying, I'm gonna give Baby Doge the benefit of the doubt right now. I don't think that we're just gonna, go back to the original prices that we were at because Bitcoin is inside of the same little consolidation phase. The only difference is Bitcoin has not broken down below that area. Bitcoin has not broken down below this consolidation phase. So since Bitcoin hasn't done that yet, Bitcoin still has the possibility of breaking out inside of a positive bullish pattern and getting back above our previous all-time high of 74K. Well, somewhere around 74K. But it almost got past 74K, I mean. But, Bitcoin has that possibility to actually break 74K if we can break out of this consolidation phase. So if we break out of this consolidation phase, what this is going to look like for Baby Doge, Baby Doge probably pulling back down to like 8Z15, right? And then taking off around the same time that Bitcoin is breaking out of the consolidation phase, because Bitcoin always has the possibility to pull back down here to the bottom area of our consolidation phase. It could pull back down to like 66K and then, try to break past 74K right there. Or it could just go straight out and break out to 74K from where we're at now. So that's what I'm paying attention for right now. If we look over here at the RSI too for Bitcoin, we just see that we're all the way up, like near the top with the RSI, and it's actually pulling back now. So there's a possibility that the RSI pulls back a little bit lower, and the RSI is pretty much showing us where our volume is going. So what we're seeing here, like if we are to pull back here with Bitcoin, we do have 60K as that support here on our Fibonacci. Do I think that we're personally about to drop all the way back down to 60K? No. Personally, I think that we might break out from 69K and we might look a little bit more bullish than what we are now. So remember, the whole Bitcoin halving is about to happen very, very soon. So there is always a possibility that all the miners are like, okay, let's just dump all our Bitcoin now, because you got to think about what the miners are thinking about as they're mining Bitcoin. Their Bitcoin or their mining that they're doing, they're about to get twice as less Bitcoin as they have now. Like, they're gonna go, their Bitcoin rewards are about to be cut in half. That means that their profits are cut in half. That means that their wages, they're cut in half. What do you do when your wages are cut in half? You have to scale back. And this is even looking at the workforce. Like, whenever you're working and you get a pay cut, you've got to scale back a little bit. So what I'm thinking here is, with these miners, if they have to scale back, what if they just sell Bitcoin before that halving happens? Now, a lot of people have, different opinions on this. Honestly, I think the Bitcoin halving, I at first I was thinking, maybe the Bitcoin halving, we're gonna, have a, not a breakout, but a crash right before then. But what it's kind of looking like now is we might not even have a crash before the actual Bitcoin halving. So if you look over here at the Bitcoin halving countdown, we are at 10 days and 22 hours. When is this crash going to happen? Are we even going to have a crash before the halving? Because the halving is saying that it's estimated by April 18th. Like, that's very soon. That's inside of 10 days. So if we're going to have this halving in 10 days and 22 hours, like, when is that crash going to happen? Or is it going to pump leading up to the halving, and then that's when the miners are like, okay, now let's dump this Bitcoin? Are the miners going to dump their Bitcoin before the halving or after the halving? That is the real question right now. So that's what we got to watch out for. Because let's say they dump it before the halving. If they dump it before the halving, we're going to see Bitcoin drop down to 60K and then break that, and then going back down to this Fibonacci down here at 50K. And then it probably could go to 40, but I think about 50K, possibly down to 40, could happen if they dump before the halving. If they dump after the halving, then what we could see is Bitcoin going all the way up here, breaking 74K, getting up to the top of the momentum wave band here at 80K. And if we do that and get all the way up to 80K, then are they just going to sell once it does that after the halving and sell after the halving? Because if they do, then we're still going to dump down to 50K. So I believe we're going to have a nice pump coming in. But either way this is spun, I believe we're going to have a crash and a dump. And I don't think babydoge, well, obviously I believe it's going to survive, as in, like, the project's still going to be around. But I don't think our current prices are going to survive that crash. But I could be wrong, because when money leaves Bitcoin, where does it go? It goes into altcoins. It goes into meme coins. And then that's when meme coin season essentially happens. We see Bitcoin on the downrise or on the downfall, and we see the altcoins and meme coins on the uprise. So there could be a whole thing with that. So that's why I'm holding it out right now. I think babydoge does have some potential coming up here inside of the halving time period, and the halving is about to happen. So we might see some big pumps coming for babydoge, but some crashes and dumps coming for Bitcoin. So don't be alarmed when you see Bitcoin going down to like 40K or like 50 to 40K, but then you see babydoge and everything else going down just a little bit. Because initially when Bitcoin starts dropping, everything's going to drop with it. But then after a little while, when Bitcoin finds its legging or its leg or whatever you want to call it, its support, when Bitcoin finds that support and it kind of stabilizes itself, that's when you're going to start seeing the altcoins rising up, when Bitcoin is now stabilized. So we just got to wait. It's going to be 10 days. It's going to be pretty exciting to see exactly what happens inside of this scenario. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think Bitcoin is going to be bullish or bearish leading up to the halving? And do you think after the halving, will it be bullish or bearish? And also, what do you think about babydoge? Do you think babydoge and all the other meme coins are going to be bullish leading up to it? Or do you think it'll be bullish after it? Or do you think it'll be bearish leading up to it or bearish after? Personally, like I said, leading up to it, I think we're going to be going up. When it happens, I believe we're going to hit that crash. And it might not even be a big crash. It might just be a little bit. And then that's when I believe things are really going to start picking up. But anyways, we're going to get our inflation rate year over year on April 10th for the U.S. So that's going to be a pretty big event happening. PPI is going to be coming out on 11th. So we're getting a lot of stuff coming out. We're getting a lot of financial news coming out very soon. But I'll keep you all updated on that. And that's all I got for you all today. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Hit that like button and subscribe. All that good stuff. And also check out Chart Prime, link inside of the description. You can elevate your trading game. Now you can try it risk-free for 7 days. 7-day money back guaranteed to make your trading simplified. Everything is automated. Best automated trading indicators out there. I use it every day. I always use the momentum wave bands on all of my technical analysis. And yeah, 7-day money back guaranteed. It's fairly cheap as well. So you can get the monthly one for $67 a month, and you can use the code CP30 for 30% off. Yeah, that's a very good deal. And then you got the premium quarterly, where you can get it for $143 quarterly. And then you can, on top of that, use the CP30 to get 30% off of the $143. And that's $47 a month for the premium if you want to do it the quarterly. And then that's 30% off on top of that. So yeah, that's nice. And then the yearly, they don't have the discount code for the yearly one because of how much you're getting off. You're already getting $804 off of it if you pay for it yearly for $489. So if you want to support the channel and you want to support your trades as well, definitely check it out. Link in the description. I get a nice commission off that, so that'll be nice, and that helps to support the channel, and it will help support your trading game and elevate your trading game. So definitely check that out. Link in the description. And as always, I'll be back with another video.